In the Pandunaga area of Kanpur lived biscuit industrialist Om Prakash Dasani and his son Piyush Dasani. In 2012, Piyush married Jyoti, the daughter of plastic trader Shankarlal Nagdev. Their married life seemed to be going smoothly until a tragic and shocking incident occurred on Sunday, July 27, 2014. That Sunday began just like any other. It was a holiday, and everyone was in a relaxed mood. Piyush and Jyoti planned to spend the evening together and make the most of their weekend. Around 10 p.m., the couple left their home in a stylish Honda Accord to dine at a posh restaurant called Veranda in an upscale part of Kanpur. They ordered food and spent some time together. Around 10:30 p.m., they left the restaurant. Jyoti wanted to go on a long drive, but Piyush refused. Jyoti insisted, but he remained firm and drove straight toward home. This upset Jyoti, as she had hoped for a joyful evening out. While they were driving back, something happened that neither of them could have imagined. As they were approaching Rawatpur Road from the Company Bagh intersection, a group of bikers suddenly blocked their car. The bikers forced the car to a halt, and a group of goons attacked Piyush. Jyoti screamed for help, but one of them clamped his hand over her mouth to silence her. They beat up Piyush, left him on the roadside, and drove off with the car, abducting Jyoti along with it. Piyush chased the car, but could do nothing as it sped out of sight. Panicked, he immediately called Jyoti's phone. She answered in a trembling voice and cried, "Help me! Save me!" But the kidnappers snatched the phone and threatened to kill her before disconnecting. Piyush tried calling again, but no one picked up. Desperate and terrified, Piyush ran around seeking help, but no one stopped. Finally, a biker came to his aid and Piyush asked him to take him to the Rawatpur police station. But here's where the story took a dramatic turn. What you've heard so far was the version Piyush told the police. Crying hysterically, Piyush told the cops that his wife had been abducted right in front of his eyes. Since Piyush was no ordinary man, he was the son of Kanpur's renowned multi-millionaire Om Prakash Dasani. The police sprang into action. Checkpoints were set up across the city, and every vehicle was stopped and searched. The news spread like wildfire. The Dasani residence filled up with anxious relatives, friends, and media. Senior police officers, including the IG, DIG, and SSP, arrived to speak with Piyush, who appeared utterly distraught and inconsolable. Jyoti's family was also informed. Her father, Shankarlal Nagdev, mother Kanchan, and brother immediately rushed to the Dasani bungalow. Meanwhile, police faced growing pressure as there was still no ransom call, and Jyoti remained missing. Given the high-profile nature of the case, IG Ashutosh himself took over the investigation. Several teams were formed to search for Jyoti and the stolen Honda Accord. Then, at around 2:30 p.m., police received a call. The car had been found, but the news brought no relief. Inside the car, they found Jyoti's lifeless body. She had been brutally murdered. IG Ashutosh and his team rushed to the scene and were shocked to find her body soaked in blood. Multiple stab wounds made it clear the killer had acted with extreme cruelty. It wasn't just a robbery, it was a calculated, hate-driven, and vengeful murder. Jyoti's body was sent for post-mortem after legal procedures were followed. Her family rushed to the post-mortem center and collapsed in grief upon seeing her mutilated body. The autopsy report left everyone stunned. Jyoti had been stabbed 17 times with a sharp knife. The nature of the wounds showed the killer's intention wasn't just theft. The attack was personal and filled with rage. Her mother Kanchan fainted at the sight and couldn't speak a word to the reporters afterward. While the autopsy was ongoing, a police officer noticed something odd. When Piyush had come to the police station earlier, he had been wearing a different t-shirt, but now at the hospital, he was wearing another one. The officer wondered, how could a man who just lost his wife think of changing clothes? And why did he show no real signs of shock? Though police had no evidence yet, this observation raised doubts. They couldn't arrest Piyush just for changing his shirt, but they began reanalyzing the entire incident. They checked the CCTV footage from the restaurant where Piyush and Jyoti had dinner. There they noticed something strange. Piyush was constantly on the phone and barely spoke to Jyoti. There were no signs of conversation or intimacy between them. Suspicion grew. More red flags emerged. Piyush had no injury marks from the so-called attack, and he'd changed his clothes. Still, without proof, police couldn't arrest him. 3 days passed and the mystery deepened until police examined Jyoti and Piyush's call records. They discovered Piyush had been in constant contact with one particular number. He had sent over 150 messages and called it multiple times, even on the night of the murder. Further investigation revealed the number belonged to Manisha Makhija, daughter of Harish Makhija, owner of a pan masala company in Kanpur. She was also a distributor for Piyush's biscuit company. This was the breakthrough the police needed. Still, they couldn't arrest Piyush immediately, so they summoned him under the pretext of verifying his statement. Piyush, thinking it was routine questioning, arrived at the station. But soon he realized the cops were treating him like a suspect, not a victim. Police presented the call records. Yet, Piyush stuck to his story. Then they summoned Manisha. Since she was from a powerful family, they couldn't accuse her outright either. They told her to cooperate since she was Piyush's friend and could help catch the real killer. Now, both Piyush and Manisha were face to face with the police. They both denied everything and tried to lie their way out. So, the police confronted them with their call and message history. Their faces turned pale. They knew their affair had been exposed. Under intense questioning, the duo finally broke down and confessed. What came out left even the police shocked. Piyush and Manisha had been in a physical relationship since before his marriage to Jyoti. Both families had agreed to their marriage at one point, but their horoscopes didn't match, and Piyush's family eventually married him off to Jyoti under pressure. Despite the marriage, Piyush and Manisha continued their affair. Manisha lived near Piyush's house and frequently visited him. Eventually, Jyoti discovered the relationship and informed her in-laws. She also told them that Piyush would often leave the house at night and return early morning. Meanwhile, Manisha's family fixed her marriage with a wealthy businessman from Delhi, but she couldn't bear the thought of losing Piyush. Obsessed and desperate, Manisha and Piyush decided that the only way to be together was to get rid of Jyoti. Piyush hired his driver Abhay Chaturvedi for Rs 50,000 as advance payment to arrange the murder. Abhay recruited 2 more men, Renu aka Akhilesh Kanhaya, Ashish and Sonu. Piyush told them, "Even if you get caught, don't take my name. I'll send so much money to your families they won't be able to count it. But if you mention me, I'll destroy your lives." Piyush even instructed them to steal Jyoti's jewelry after killing her. Her platinum bracelet alone was worth over Rs 5 lakh, and her earrings and rings totaled around Rs 8 lakh. However, the killers got scared and didn't take the jewelry. The original murder date was set for July 13th, 2014. That day, Piyush took Jyoti to the Orient Resort in Sachendi for a rain dance event. He informed Abhay that the event would end around 12:30 a.m. and they'd be on the road then. But unexpectedly, the event ended early at 10:30 p.m. and they had to return home. The plan failed. A new date was set, July 20. Again, due to heavy rain, the plan failed. Piyush was furious and told the killers not to fail again and to keep stabbing until she stopped breathing. Finally, July 27th was chosen. That night, Piyush and Jyoti went to Veranda restaurant. While dining, they didn't speak. Piyush was constantly texting Manisha and Abhay. After dinner, they drove to a secluded location. Piyush suddenly stopped the car. Abhay and the others arrived. As Piyush got out, Jyoti sensed danger. She clutched his collar and hair, crying, "Don't do this, please don't leave me." Coldly, Piyush shoved her and told her to sit quietly in the car. Then Renu and Sonu pounced on her and began stabbing. Jyoti screamed, "Piyush, please save me." But he watched and laughed, turning his face away. According to Abhay, the stabbing continued even as he sped the car down the road. From the CSA crossing to Rawatpur station, Jyoti was stabbed 17 times. Piyush even called her phone during the attack and told the killers, "Let me hear her scream." They replied, "She's dead now." After the murder, the killers fled. Piyush went straight to Manisha and informed her. They had sex that night, and the next morning, he pretended to cry over Jyoti's death. Police raided the Dasani bungalow and found a diary in Jyoti's room. She had documented everything since their wedding. Her entries revealed how Piyush never treated her like a wife. He abused her emotionally, and she stayed silent only for the sake of her family and society. Police submitted a 1,500-page charge sheet. Piyush's father, Om Prakash, mother Poonam, brother Mukesh, and cousin Pravesh were also charged under IPC Section 202 for evidence concealment, but were later released for lack of proof. Piyush and Manisha were granted bail for a while. The case dragged on for years. Finally, in 2022, the court delivered its verdict. Manisha Makhija was declared the main conspirator. Piyush Dasani, Manisha Makhija, driver Abhay, Renu alias Akhilesh Kanhaya, Sonu and Akash were all sentenced to life imprisonment.